Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just coming back with another journal with me process video working in my Daphne's diary planner. I am using this planner as a memory planner. I don't really want to call it a memory, but it's a memory planner, but like my scrapbook, my yearly scrapbook. And if you saw, I skipped the first kind of week because that was technically week 52. So that was like the ending of last year, only because I believe January 1st was on a Sunday, and I just kind of went right to the first week. I think I am going to go back and document that, but I just kind of wanted to get started in January and documenting January things only because I am so behind. It is already, what, the second week of February, and I'm just starting January's pages. And so, yeah, I just kind of went straight to week one. And I've already printed out photographs that I want to include in here. And I haven't been taking a lot of photos. So I've been using basically the photos that I've been posting on Instagram. And I think that's what I did when I first did this type of project back in 2017, is that I just used my Instagram photos. And so this is the spread, this is week one. And basically, what I am doing is just making a little scrapbook page in this planner. And you saw here that I use the page that, like, that little memo page that's in the middle of the weeks that we took out, in that video that I did, the setup video. And I'm using the one for this week. And that's basically how I think all of my pages are going to start. They're going to start with the photos that I'm going to use and that piece of paper. And I'm going to use that piece of paper to collage with, to kind of decorate my pages with. And if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I'm trying to stick with just Daphne's diary things. For this one, I did pull out some of my puffy stickers only because I have so many of those scrapbooking puffy stickers that, like, I really don't know what I'm going to use, like how I'm going to use them, since I don't really scrapbook anymore. And so I figured, what better place to use them than in this scrapbook, right? Because this is like, it's a scrapbook. Let's just call it what it is. And so, yeah, so I just tore up that memo page and I kind of layered up some graph paper on top, and I'm basically creating my journaling spots. So when I did this the last time, I had decided to type up my journaling, and how I did it was it was almost like a weekly log. And so I put like Monday, and then I'll type up a little something that I did Monday, Tuesday, etc., etc. And I did it for Monday through Sunday. And I thought about doing that, and then I was just like, do I really want to do that extra step where I have to type everything out? And so I decided not to, because typing and printing and cutting and making sure the size is right and all this stuff, it's just too much work. And I want to keep this really, really chill and really simple. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'll just handwrite my things, right? And so I made a little journaling spot on that left page there. And I use this owl. I think these were bookmarks. I think that's what the cut apart was in the Daphne's Diary. It was like a really old issue of Daphne's Diary. It had these little owl bookmarks, and I found one that the colors match, and so I did a bunch of pen scribbles, and then I've just put it there, and that's literally my journaling spot. And so now I am busy working on the right hand side, and I have a doily. I love using doilies to layer behind my photos. And I have two photos that are, again, printed in like the faux photo style. I actually have templates of this up in my shop that I will link below. And I am trying to use up all the little pieces. And so I had the bottom portion of that writing insert, that little to do thing, and it had a deer on it. And so I just kind of fussy cut the deer to use it in a different place. And I backed the photos and the doilies with the other scrap piece of that same piece of paper. And I have these scallop circles that I punched out of some of the decorative papers from the Daphne's Diary magazines. And I figured if I have them punched out in different shapes, I can use them as layering elements behind stuff. And so I have that there, and then I put the deer that I fussy cut. And I just started creating my little cluster. You saw here that I took out puffy stickers. I started looking through them, and then I took out my planner. And so what I've been using my planner, my Florier Lab planner, for is I only plan on monthlies. And so I have all these daily pages that I'm just not using, right? And so I've decided to journal daily in my little A6 planner. And so every night I take out my planner and I just write something, a little something. It's like a log. Sometimes I write gratitude, just a little something so that can have it logged in like what I've done. Because I've been doing that, I have not been writing in my 5 year. And so I will have to go in for the month of January and copy out what I did in my 5 year journal. I am so behind on that, but I like it how I have the one planner that I can reference back to. And so that's what I did here quickly because I really couldn't remember what I got up to that first week of January. And I didn't get through much because there were like 2 days that were blank, but at least I could read the other days that I did journal and just see what I did. And so the photographs that I have here are actually of my unraveling journals from previous years and my 2023 Unravel Your Year workbook, my Susanna Conway workbook. And so I knew I wanted something to talk about my goals or like my intention setting. And so when I was looking through all those puffy stickers, I pulled out a hello and I pulled out goals. Like I think the goals had like I think it was supposed to be squad goals, but I just kind of just used the goals part. And I pulled out like a lot of little decorative heart puffies, and I'm just kind of mixing and matching just to get everything looking kind of even and sorted. I'm actually looking for a blue heart, and I think I find a couple. Um, but yeah, I have all these little puffy stickers. I would get those sheets, like the puffy thickers, I think that's what they're called. And then I would cut them up and put them in these bowls. And so I have this one that's all purely like decorative pieces. And then I have another bowl that is strictly like words and phrases. And since I haven't been scrapbooking, I haven't scrapbooked since, oh my goodness, since I was on Felicity Jane. And that was back in 2020 through, I think maybe the ending or the beginning of 2021. Um, yeah, I haven't scrapbooked the whole, like, just all of 2022, really. I've just been doing like this more creative journaling. And so I haven't actually been using any of my scrapbooking ephemera, like, not, like maybe the paper stuff and the stickers, yeah, but like the more dimensional pieces, I just haven't. And I feel so guilty because I have so much of it. And I know now when I buy new collections, which is very rare, the last collection that I bought, and I didn't even buy the whole collection, I just bought pieces of it, was the Maggie Holmes parasol. Just recently, I did pre-order some of the new crepe paper one, the Gingham Garden, and I literally bought like everything because that one was so pretty. But I've been really mindful of how I spend my money on craft supplies, and I really don't buy anything. I basically spend most of my money on art supplies now instead of like actual like craft supplies. Anyway, I added some scribbles to my little background cluster after I added my puffies, and then I took my Felicity Jane date stamp, and just stamped out January 2nd and January 8th because that is the week. And I added a little black heart there because I knew I needed something black to balance out that goals because it's really stark and really there. And yeah, I just kind of went back into my planner just to see what I did. Again, I didn't do very much. And so I just started journaling about goals and like and my intentions and how this year feels really good. Like I feel good about this year. I feel like it's going to be a good year. I feel like I'm going to get everything that I desire and manifest, and just everything's just going to be good. Like I feel it in my gut. I just feel it. And so I just journaled about that and journaled about how I got my planner late and like I'm okay with that, and like how I'm behind on like projects, but I don't feel behind. Like I'm just going with the flow of it and just relaxing into all of it. Um, and yeah, that's basically what I journal here. I'm trying to keep this very simple, very fun, very scrappy. And yeah, I'm really excited to share more of these processes in this scrapbook, in this planner. And yeah, I have all of the rest of January to catch up on and then February. And so I'm hoping that I'll have a lot more videos basically working in this because this is going to be my main form of memory keeping for this year. Anyway, friends, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.